time to talk about the 4-color magic that came out this week. It's time for Picks from the Rack. By the way, all comics this week were bought from Zeus Comics. Zeus Comics is a great shop, and they had this Super Saiyan Goku for me. This thing is awesome. Go check them out. So first up this week, you know I love #1 issues, Uncanny X-Men #1. Now this is Magneto leading a team of X-Men comprised of Sabretooth, Psylocke, Archangel, M from Generation X, and I believe Mystique might be showing up a little bit later. Now, there's one thing about this team. It's sad when the most likable character is Sabretooth because honestly, Magneto's being a huge jerk. I can't really agree with their mission on this. It's a not confusing one, a contradictory one at best. But you know Magnus, he'll do everything it takes to save the mutant race, even from itself sometimes. It's actually a decent book that I'm going to keep it up with, and like I said, I like Sabretooth above the other characters in this book. Yeah, they fell over. Anyway, check it out. Uncanny X-Men #1. Write themselves up like magic. Also this week, Swamp Thing #1. Now, we've seen a bunch of Swamp Thing books, but if you like Swamp Thing back in the 80s when it was written by Len Wein, guess what? He's writing it again. Yes, the co-creator of Swamp Thing is back on writing duties, and I love it. It's back to Alec Holland kind of being the Swamp Thing, and the art is so retro and reminiscent of that comic that I loved back in the 80s, Saga of Swamp Thing. Seriously, it's a good book to pick up, and Swamp Thing, he is one of the most powerful people in the DC universe. I like it. I'm going to be picking this book up. Yes, Swamp Thing. If you've never read it, good jumping on point. You know I love saying that. Great jumping on point for this book. But yeah, Swamp Thing, written by Len Wein. Check it out. Remember how I said the words Deadpool and overexposed last week? Well, SpiderMan Deadpool #1 is honestly a good read. I love the humor between the two. Unfortunately, I thought this was a double-sized issue until I really looked at the cover, and you get a copy of Vision #1. So if you haven't really checked out Vision, this might be a way to check it out. I honestly am not too into the book. I would have rather had a double-sized issue of humor from Spider-Man and Deadpool, but this has some soul-searching by Deadpool, and he needs Peter Parker to talk to him about it. Of course, Deadpool's always been a Spider-Man fan. He respects him, and you know, Spider-Man hates his guts. Still a good book, love the humor, and like I said, if you want to check out Vision 1, maybe jump onto that book, you get it with this one. Alright, so one of the books I was excited about a couple months ago was A-Force, and yes, they've brought back A-Force #1 with a pretty cool team of She-Hulk, Dazzler, and Singularity. Now, Singularity was from BattleWorld, and she's crossed over to here. Unfortunately, nobody knows who she is because she was kind of just existing there. I like the book. I love Miss Marvel, Medusa, a brand new looking Dazzler apparently on the cover. More like her Ultimates version, which is kind of surprising. All she needs is a couple tattoo sleeves. Seems like a decent book. Characters I've always liked, but I felt were underused. This is a perfect opportunity to use them. So yeah, A-Force #1, pretty decent book. I recommend it. Also, Jorge Molina art is just that good. Seriously, guys. Anyway, guys, that's it for me for this week. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at JasonTheX and on Instagram at JasonTheX. Make sure you check out SCNS Live. Like this video, subscribe, check out Cinelinks.com. Until next time, guys, catch you later.